Turning around an underperforming school is no easy task, but this year the Fort Worth ISD is getting really serious about it, trying to build a new culture of high expectations at 5 schools. Dan Godwin has more in tonight's Fox Forward.
When you hear what the district is doing at these 5 struggling schools, you got to admit, they're not just working around the edges. Great to say hello to Priscilla Dilley, Executive Director of Elementary School Leadership with the Fort Worth ISD. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me, Dan.
Let's first bring up the schools we're talking about. 4 of them elementary schools: Mitchell Boulevard, John T. White, Como, and Logan, and Forest Oak Middle School. So for starters, all of these schools get a significant upgrade in their teaching staff. Now, the district identified the best teachers there in the district based on student achievement, and it said to them, hey, if you come to one of these struggling schools and commit for 3 years, you will get a significant financial reward, right?
That's correct. We identified the top 300 teachers in our district and rolled out the red carpet and said, come on, come teach at one of these schools, and we will give you a $10,000 stipend each year for 3 years.
And there were a lot of takers.
There were. We did have a lot of teachers that decided that that was going to be a good move for them, not just because of the financial reason, but also wanting to invest in these schools.
All right, let's talk about the length of the school day. For elementary schools, standard, start at 8 a.m., go until 2:33 p.m. At the leadership academies, you start at 8, but you go all the way until 6 p.m. So what goes on in that extra 3.5 hours?
So from 3 to 4, students are engaged in interventions where we really track their reading and give them additional assistance in reading.
So tutoring.
Tutoring, exactly. Yeah. And then from 4 to 6, they're engaged in after-school enrichment activities. So anything from fencing, cooking classes, robotics, opportunities that they don't usually receive.
All of this made possible thanks to a $1 million grant from the Rainwater Foundation. One of the reasons the district is focusing on these leadership academies, because at some point, if struggling schools don't turn around, then the state will step in to manage them. And that's a scenario, of course, any district would like to avoid. And we happened to be there at the first day of school at John T. White Elementary, now Leadership Academy. Talking to parents at that point, they were very enthusiastic about the big changes that we're talking about. What are you hearing from parents now?
Parents are very excited. They walk in the building, they have been telling us we see a complete difference in these schools. They see students engaged in more rigorous lessons. They're just very excited about the culture and climate of the school.
So how will the district know, how soon will the district know if all this effort really is paying off?
We are tracking the data daily for student performance. We're tracking it with every assessment that we see. So we are very confident that we're headed in the right direction.
All right, Priscilla Dilley, Fort Worth ISD. Thank you so much for the chat, and best of luck with the Leadership Academy.
Thank you.